Well, Taoiseach, the facts are these, that we are now living with an ongoing crisis. The fact is that there are thousands, tens of thousands of people who haven't worked since March. And there are thousands across the city and county of Dublin who got laid off on Friday. And the very idea that at the time when you are making these interventions for public health, that you would actually cut the level of payment to these workers is absolutely extraordinary. I want to put it to you that €350 is not a fortune. There's nobody sitting in this chamber who's on €350 a week. I dare say the 10 special advisors for your junior ministers will be paid an awful lot more than €350 a week. So I'm asking you, Taoiseach, to play your part as head of government and for the state to lead from the front. I want you to revisit the decision to cut the pandemic unemployment payment. I want you to reinstate it to its original rate, in recognition of the fact that people may well be in and out of employment for quite an extended time. And I have to say to you, on the matter of evictions, your claim that you cannot reinstate the ban on evictions because of some constitutional complication, is now null and void, and demonstrably so, as in from Friday, when emergency provisions were reinstated again in the city. You know full well that you can reinstate the full ban on evictions and notice to quit, and you will know, if you have read the evidence, that that initiative at the time had a huge effect in dampening down homeless numbers. So support working families, Taoiseach, and do the right thing.
You were wrong, Deputy, in terms of what you've just said, and it's not the first time that you were wrong in terms of your understanding of the law in that regard. Level 3 is nowhere near where it was prior to early March. But the point is the legislation is robust and strong in relation to people who were impacted by COVID, will not face rent increases or indeed evictions. That's what the legislation does, and it extends it right out to January, and that's particularly important. And it's also important to bear in mind, I take your point that 350 and 300 is not huge money at all. Of course it's not. That's accepted. And you speak of special advisors. The special advisors that you employ in the North and your executive, they're earning much more than that as well. And you're one of the original enthusiasts for special... No, you've been one of the original enthusiasts for special advisors, always have been. And you've been a long-term advocate for special advisors in politics. And you've never shown any disdain for that to date, and your party hasn't either. So stop the hypocrisy in relation to that issue. But equally, I want to say to you, in terms of supporting people out there, that is our objective. And it is true that the COVID-19 and the impact of it will be with us much longer than had been anticipated. And we also must recall there are 213,000 on job seekers right now, and we have a range of other people on social welfare payments and different schemes as well, who also need support. And so there's a much broader picture here than has been painted by you. And I would say to you that in the context of the budget and in the context of planning right through 2021, there will be a very significant impact on our budget and on the overall resources.